Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the High Level Spotlight Sessions where we showcase awesome marketers doing awesome marketing. Today, I'm joined by Chris Babcock of Blue Green Technology. Chris is also the creator of something really cool called Twilio. Chris, welcome to the show.
Hey, everybody.
Chris, your new Twilio app seems to have solved a really common need for our community. We'll talk about that in a sec, but how did this come about?
Yeah, so we do software development. We try to solve sort of unique problems, and one of our clients was had a concern about Twilio having. They were a marketer, and they were worried that some of their clients might start ramping up charges on them. So they asked us to build something that would notify when someone got to a certain point, so they could take some sort of action. They decided bankruptcy really wasn't ideal, and they wanted to have some sort of control over their expenses. It makes sense. So what we did is we built this software that solves that sort of alerting problem.
So let's talk about that. Yeah. So basically, I love Twilio. The rates, if you're in the US, the rates are fantastic. And generally speaking, you don't really have to worry about a client running up much more than a couple of bucks of usage each month. But that possibility is always there, right? So the scenario is like one of your clients realizes that they can text people, they upload a list of 10,000 people, and they add them to a campaign that texts them 10 times over the weekend or something like that. And now all of a sudden you have this bill from Twilio that you weren't anticipating. So I see the question all the time in onboarding. It's like, well, should I tell my clients to get their own Twilio accounts? And we always say, no, don't worry. They are going to be sub accounts under you. And then the next question is, well, what if they run up this huge bill? And the response has always been, well, you should set yourself a task reminder to go check your usage every month. And that's kind of an annoying manual process. So I think what you've built, basically, you're saying allows you to set a number and say, if a usage of a sub account hits this number, I want to be notified. Is that right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. So it's super, super simple. And it's exactly what you described. So what our software does is it goes out to Twilio, it gets a list of all the sub accounts, and then it applies your default threshold. So when you set up your Twilio account, our company, you put in what you want the default threshold to be. It applies that to all the sub accounts, and it also applies the default notification so you can get text, email, or both. And it will just send you a notification like, hey, your sub account Y has just gone over the limit. That's your notification. And then you can change it for different clients. So like if you had one client who's paid you for a larger amount, then you can just set their threshold to something higher. Or you can set certain ones lower. That's totally up to you. And you can also have different notifications go to different people based on the sub account. So if sub account X, you want the notifications to go here to this email address or this, you can do that too.
That's awesome. Can you show us what this looks like?
Yeah, I've got a screenshot here. I'm going to share, and let's do it.
Sweet.
Great. All right. Can we see?
Okay, cool. All right, so we've got an account SID and token there. So that would be like your master Twilio information, just like you would enter it into high level, right?
Exactly right. So you've got that, you put that in there. Our software goes out to Twilio, pulls all the sub accounts. And then I've got, so this was a live account. I chose to block out information to protect the innocent. So here you've got your notification emails, your notification phone number. These are your defaults. And then if we scroll down, these are going to be your account name and the SSID or the SID that's associated with it. And here's your threshold. So if we see here, it looks like this person wanted $10 as their threshold, and that was applied to everything. And then if a usage got above that, they would have gotten an email or a text, whatever they wanted, and it would just said, hey, you've gone over. And there's really not much more to it than this. We tried to keep it crazy simple. And
That's
in
awesome.
theory, yeah, and in theory, you should only, as a marketer, ever have to touch this once. Because if you wanted every client you ever took on to have a threshold of 20, and you wanted the emails to always go to you, then you would never have to log back in here again, ever. It would be set it and forget it for life until you had like a case where you're like, oh, I need to change this. So we tried to make it super automated and super simple.
Very cool. That's great. So I get the notification and then I go back to my client and I say, hey, you hit your usage limit that's included in your plan. We're going to send you an invoice for another X amount of dollars in credits, usage credits or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Super cool. So Chris, you can kill your screen share there.
Right.
What does this cost?
Well, we also tried to keep that pretty reasonable. So the default cost on it is $7.99 per month. We thought that was pretty cheap insurance for peace of mind and for something that you should really only have to touch once ever. We are offering 35% off, lifetime 35% off to high-level marketers. So it brings down your cost to a monthly amount. I think it's $5.20, something like that.
Nice.
So really cheap insurance. We like
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks for doing that. Is there like a discount code or something that they should use?
Exactly. So when you go to sign up, you'll want to use the discount code high level, all lowercase, all together, no spaces, just high level. You'll apply that, and that's that.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, I'm sure our community would be pumped, I think, for $5 to have security and not have to manually go monitor your Twilio accounts every month. That seems like a pretty good deal to me. Awesome, Chris. Is there anything else coming? Can you take this further? Like, I've heard talks of maybe being able to actually, I know Nathan Shear and his team are working on this too, to actually be able to like resell the Twilio credits.
Yeah, so Nathan's stuff's totally cool. Love what he's doing. He's got a very unique problem. I know some of our friends down under pay some crazy Twilio rates, like unbelievable. So they're trying to solve that problem in a really smart way. We are going to be offering a white label service. So the way we see our current alarm offering, it's like a seatbelt. It's like an insurance policy. It protects money from leaving you that you didn't expect to. Our next offering will be a white label system. So you'll be able to automatically charge your clients for Twilio usage. So you'll be able to mark up every time a message is sent out. So instead of us preventing money from leaving your bank account, hopefully this will help marketers bring money into their account. It'll do automatic recharging of your clients, and it will be super simple as well. Your clients will go to a sort of a general site. It won't have anything to do with Twilio. They won't know. They'll think it's your site where they'll put in their credit card information and either set up a recurring, or every time they run out of credits for SMS, they can recharge it. So hopefully that will allow marketers to actually make a lot of money off Twilio instead of just, sort of having a tool that they have to use.
Super cool. Well, Chris, where do people go if they want to sign up for this?
Yep. So if you go to Twilio, Quilio.io, it's about a 2-minute setup at the most.
Nice.
Just follow the links and it should do all the work for you.
Sounds awesome. This is really cool. I'm excited to have guys like you and Nathan building solutions for the community that are really fixing common needs for everybody, because I think everybody wants to not have to worry about a huge unexpected bill from Twilio.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, thanks again for coming on the show, Chris.
All right. Thanks a bunch.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next episode.